Every year, the Super Bowl halftime show is more than just a performance. It's a cultural event. Millions of viewers worldwide stop everything for 15 minutes to witness a moment that blends music, spectacle, and sometimes controversy. Now imagine this. You're sitting in front of your TV, chips in hand, waiting to see who'll take the stage at the 2026 Super Bowl. The announcement drops. And the name isn't Taylor Swift. It isn't Beyoncé. It isn't even Drake or The Weeknd. Instead, it's Bad Bunny. But what most people missed in that moment is the bigger picture. This isn't just about one artist landing a career-defining gig. This is about the aftershocks of Kendrick Lamar's 2025 halftime performance and how it forced the NFL and Jay-Z to make a choice. Retreat to safety or push the culture forward again. And they chose to push. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate your support. To understand why Bad Bunny is headlining in 2026, you have to go back to 2025. Kendrick Lamar walked into the Super Bowl halftime show with something to prove. He wasn't there to play it safe. He wasn't there to just perform his hits. He was there to shift the culture. For 13 minutes, he delivered a performance that was more like a short film than a concert. Every camera angle, every lyric, every dancer told a story. He pulled from songs that spanned his career, from All Right to N95, and connected them in a way that exposed America's struggles with race, violence, and authenticity in music. Some people were blown away. Rolling Stone called it a halftime show for the history books. Twitter lit up with fans saying Kendrick just redefined what the halftime stage could be. But not everyone was impressed. Some conservative outlets blasted the performance as too political. Others complained it wasn't family-friendly. And let's be honest, there were music executives sweating bullets. Kendrick wasn't selling a sanitized fantasy. He was making people uncomfortable. And that's exactly why it mattered. For decades, the halftime show had been about spectacle over substance. Fireworks, pop hits, maybe a surprise guest. But Kendrick flipped the script. He turned it into art with a message, and that left the NFL and Jay-Z with a dilemma. Do they keep taking risks? Or do they retreat to safe options like Taylor Swift, Adele, or Morgan Wallen? Artists who wouldn't stir the pot? Kendrick forced them to make a decision. Now let's talk about Jay-Z. Back in 2019, the NFL partnered with Roc Nation, Jay-Z's entertainment company, to handle halftime show production. At the time, a lot of people doubted him. They thought the move was just PR to cover the NFL's controversies. But Jay had bigger plans. He started reshaping the halftime stage. The 2022 show with Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick was the first sign. For the first time, hip-hop wasn't a guest. It was the main event. Then came Rihanna's pregnancy reveal in 2023. Usher's Vegas-style spectacle in 2024. Kendrick's bold political statement in 2025. Every year, Jay-Z widened the stage. He brought in artists the NFL had never considered before. And every time, the stakes got higher. So when critics expected him to back down after Kendrick, Jay-Z did the opposite. He doubled down. He went global. He picked Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican megastar who isn't just dominating the charts. He's redefining what global stardom looks like. That wasn't a retreat. That was a strategic masterstroke. By choosing Bad Bunny, Jay-Z was saying, "This stage belongs to everyone. Hip-hop, Latin, whoever's pushing culture forward. It's risky, sure, but Jay-Z's entire career is built on taking risks that others were too afraid to take. So why Bad Bunny? Why now? If you look at his career, the trajectory is insane. In less than a decade, he went from uploading tracks on SoundCloud to being the most streamed artist on Spotify for 3 years straight. He sold out stadiums across the US, Europe, and Latin America. He's headlined Coachella. He's collaborated with everyone from Drake to J Balvin. But the real reason he fits this moment is because Bad Bunny represents something bigger than himself. He represents the global rise of Latin music. Think about it. Reggaeton and Latin trap used to be seen as niche genres. Now they're mainstream. Songs in Spanish top global charts without needing English translations. Bad Bunny isn't just along for the ride. He's leading it. And when you look at his live shows, they're not just concerts. They're cultural experiences. His 2022 tour boosted Puerto Rico's economy. His stage designs tell stories. His performances blend spectacle with authenticity. Sound familiar? That's exactly what Kendrick did at the Super Bowl. Use the stage for more than just entertainment. Make it a moment. On top of that, the timing is perfect. His 2026 halftime show is his only US performance during his world tour. That exclusivity makes it feel even bigger. This isn't just another gig. It's history. Here's where things get deeper. Kendrick didn't just perform in 2025. He sent a message. He called out puppet artists, musicians who, in his eyes, chase hits instead of substance. Artists who avoid talking about real issues because it might hurt their brand. That message didn't just fade away. It lingered. And now, in 2026, it's still shaping decisions. Because when you think about it, Bad Bunny is the perfect answer to Kendrick's challenge. He's not a puppet. He doesn't fit neatly into industry boxes. He raps and sings in Spanish when labels told him English would sell more. He embraces his Puerto Rican identity instead of watering it down. And most importantly, he uses his platform for more than just entertainment. He's spoken out about political issues in Puerto Rico. He's amplified voices that mainstream media ignores. His songs may sound fun, but they carry messages of pride, resilience, and identity. In other words, he's carrying the torch Kendrick lit. Different style, different audience, same spirit. And that's why this isn't a coincidence. It's continuity. Now let's zoom out again. Jay-Z isn't just picking halftime performers. He's building a legacy. Think about it. For decades, the halftime show was dominated by rock and pop. Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones, Madonna. Safe choices, predictable choices. But under Jay-Z's watch, it's transformed. Hip-hop took center stage. R&B returned. Latin music is breaking through. This isn't random. It's intentional. Jay is building a halftime canon that reflects the real soundtrack of the 21st century. And he's doing it while making sure the shows are still entertaining enough to keep the NFL happy. The long game here? Legacy. Jay-Z doesn't just want to be remembered as a rapper. He wants to be remembered as the guy who changed the biggest stage in music forever. And if he pulls this off, if Bad Bunny delivers in 2026, Jay's legacy as a cultural architect is sealed. So what does all of this mean for the future? It means the Super Bowl halftime show is no longer just about pop spectacle. It's becoming a cultural battleground. A stage where music, politics, identity, and art collide. Kendrick proved it in 2025. Bad Bunny is proving it in 2026. And you better believe the artists who come after will feel that pressure. They won't be able to just show up, sing 3 hits and leave. They'll have to make a statement. And that changes everything. Because when the most watched stage in the world demands more from its performers, the ripple effects hit the entire music industry. Labels will think differently about who they push forward. Artists will think differently about what they say. Fans will expect more from the people they idolize. That's not just evolution. That's revolution. So let's bring it all together. Bad Bunny's 2026 halftime show isn't just about him. It's about Kendrick's influence, Jay-Z's vision, and the future of music on the world's biggest stage. It's about proving that the Super Bowl doesn't belong to one genre, one language, or one culture. It belongs to everyone. The outrage will fade. The critics will move on. But the impact? That'll last. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Bad Bunny was the right choice? Do you think Jay-Z has more surprises lined up for future halftime shows? And most importantly, did Kendrick Lamar change the halftime show forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification so you don't miss the next one. And as always, stay active.